it means a lot to me. I've always been really interested in academics and always seen it as a really important thing. So getting this accomplishment that, such a small portion of students actually get across the country is really meaningful to me, and it, shows a lot of promise for what I can potentially do in my future.
Sure. Getting a 36 is an accomplishment any year, but getting one during a pandemic is even more of an accomplishment. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny because our ACT in April was actually postponed, so we had to take it in October. So I ended up just not taking the ACT before then, and wasn't actually planning on doing that well on it. So I studied exclusively for the SAT. So it was a nice surprise to see that I did well on the ACT, in October when everything just magically happened.
Sure.
But it was really difficult considering that we hadn't been in school for so long. So things like reading just for the first time in a few months was honestly really difficult for me.
Right.
And kind of just overcoming the struggle of getting back on track and getting used to the process of just doing academics again was probably the biggest
Sure.
thing for me.
What do you think was the biggest lesson you learned during the pandemic as a student?
I think one of the biggest lessons is that in general, well, I don't know if it was quote unquote a lesson, but it really taught me to learn how to rely on myself as opposed to, the resources I'm given and the teachers I have. In the past, it's always been a lot easier for me to kind of just tune out in class and kind of just, selectively listen to what I need to listen. And I think what I realized during the pandemic is that, when I don't have everything at my disposal, I have to work a lot harder on my own, and I have to do a lot more work outside of school along with that. And I think that learning experience has really been good for me in the sense that, now I realize that school requires a lot more work than I might have thought. And, I'm a lot more prepared going into college and stuff because I now understand, what I have to do to be in a more self-learning environment as opposed
Right.
to just, having everything handed to me.
Sure. And what are your plans after high school then?
After high school, I'll be attending Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and I'll probably be studying computer science and economics. I'm also pretty interested in applied mathematics, mostly just anything that concerns the intersection of STEM and the social sciences,
Sure.
help solve, big issues in the world. So I'd like to do something concerning public policy research if possible, but honestly, a lot of these things are tentative. This is just what I want to do right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.